Hello YouTube. Today I am going to do another Legends or Studio Series Transformers review. And you may notice that the background and stuff is a little different. I'm not recording on my desk right now. I'm recording on my dresser at the moment because he's a little bit of a big boy and he's going to get pretty big in his transformation. So I just figured that this little bit of extra space around here would have been better. But we have Shockwave today, and we're going to take a good look at him. So, as usual, we're going to start with the box first. His box is actually really cool. I like the Studio Series packaging, but the Transformers Bumblebee logo is up there because that is the movie he is from that he appeared in for all of 5 seconds. But Bumblebee was a good movie though. I liked it. With a decent render of his 3D model there on the front. Transformers logo, Generations logo up here, his name, Shockwave, ages 8 and up, which, I mean, I wouldn't be giving a figure this complicated to a kid personally, but whatever. The side of the package has that same render, pretty much. The back has Shockwave in his alt mode, as well as his robot mode, looking pretty sick. Up here, it just says big screen inspired detail, scale, and backdrop, etc., etc. Cybertron Falls. 22 steps for the transformation. And it does include a little backdrop display, which actually I could show that off. It's actually kind of cool, but I'm not going to use it. So, hi, that's my reflection on my dirty ass mirror. Yeah, I know. But, the packaging is actually pretty well done. This is the, why am I showing the mirror? This is the actual backdrop that was like in the back of the box, which it's just a really good shot of Cybertron. I dig it. This looks cool, but this is just the box that he was like connected to inside, so that's not that important. But what is the actual like stand base thingy, the backdrop, I guess, is this big backdrop, which honestly looks kind of cool. It's the same artwork as that other piece, but this looks nice, not half bad. I don't really know if there's anything to these besides them just being a cool backdrop, but they're nice to have. I do keep the boxes for my figures for the most part, except for like Marvel Legends, but this box is getting kept, definitely. I don't want this video to be longer than like 20 minutes, but it's probably going to wind up being 30. I'm not sure though, but I'm going to put the box down at the bottom of my desk. There we go. And now we can get into Shockwave, the big fella himself. Angle my light a little differently. He looks imposing, big, and just really, really purple, which I love. I love Shockwave personally. He's my second favorite Decepticon. My number one has got to be Soundwave personally. But he looks great. He doesn't come with any accessories except for his arm cannon, but I don't know if you want to consider that an accessory because that's a part of his body. His cannon and the tube are packaged separately. It just plugs into his body and the cannon at both ends. So you just pop it into that hole at his shoulder, and it's in there. I don't know if it's supposed to go into the back of his shoulder up here or his arm over here. I'm not sure. I just did what I thought looked best, and this was what I came up with. His cannon does come off separately, so he can have 2 normal arms. So it's basically just pegged in there with a single little tab. The tab right here plugs into this smaller tab on his forearm, the lower one. So I'm going to put it back on though, and we're going to check articulation with his arm cannon included. But his sculpt and paint is pretty simplistic but really good. He's mostly purple, gray, and blue, and yellow for his eye. He looks great. Very, very visually attractive. I like Shock. He looks so cool. But Sculpt and Paint, it's really simple but really nice. He's a whole lot of flat, muted colors, which I dig. He looks really nice. So for articulation, I don't have any complaints about like how he looks. By the way, he's fantastic. But for articulation, his head can rotate just fine. As far as I can tell, there's no up and down, but it is on a ball joint, it appears. His head can tilt up a little, but it doesn't stay looking up. So you're basically just getting rotation out of his head. His arms can go straight out pretty much. He does not have a bicep rotation. However, he does get his rotation for his arm out of his elbow. The arms can do a full 360 rotation, which I think is pretty standard for Transformer figures. I'm not sure if it is. Single jointed elbow, which affords you that much range. Wrist rotation as well. The other arm is the exact same with his cannon not on it, but it has a big honking gun on it, so, you know, it's a little, they're both exactly the same except for this being attached. He has a waist rotation, which can go all the way around. I'm just showing you. His legs can spread out really, really well. Oh, crap. He does not, he has a thigh rotation. I actually just realized that. He has a thigh rotation, as well as knee rotation. He can kick back that far. Well, I mean, his knee bends back that far. He does not have foot rotation. However, his foot does have a very slight rocker. It's very limited, but it is there and worth mentioning. Of course, he can kick back all the way, forward all the way, no issues. And honestly, not half bad articulation in my opinion. Not terrible, but not perfect either. And honestly, it's pretty serviceable. So I'm going to give Robot Mode a 9 out of 10 for what he is. He's pretty good. So we are now going to take a look at the instructions, which I have sitting right here. Sorry if I look at my phone a lot. I'm getting a lot of DMs right now while I'm recording this. I feel like I'm reading scripture right now. Okay, so you take off his gun. It's saying to leave it attached to the tube. Clear his arms. Bend his legs down at the hip while having them up and extended like that. This is going to be weird, isn't it? I'm going to take the gun away for a minute. It's going to get annoying and in the way. Pull these out. Okay. Rotate them up this way, it says. And then push them back in to lock them. Okay, that makes more sense. So we have short stack shockwave here. Holy moly. And then step 7, flipping the road map out, which, yeah, the instructions are huge. Alright. Alright. Flip his feet up and fold those into the back of his calf. Excuse me? His entire titty assembly opens. Oh. Oh, Shockwave, I ripped your tits off. I'm sorry, dude. Oh, what is this? I didn't want to fold his... Okay. Yeah, basically now it's saying flip the hands inside of his forearms. Close those up. How am I getting confused by a toy meant for a child? I'm 23, this shouldn't be legal. Okay, I'm gonna fucking sit these down for a minute. No, let's tough this out. So I flipped his titty window down. I did not clamp it right. Oh. Alright, it's in there now. Collapse his legs onto his titties. Okay, those are pegged in. My god, why are Shockwave's transformations so bizarre? So that's basically what this is looking like so far. I feel like I'm crucifying the poor bastard. Oh, one of his legs came undone. No bueno. No bueno. I wish these were in color, but the instructions are black and white. Okay. Okay, Shockwave. From what it looks like, it's essentially done. Okay, so peg his cannon into... Is his head supposed to be that visible? It appears so. So plug his cannon there. Extend the barrel. I swear that's supposed to push in. And plug the tuber into his butt, basically, or behind his chest. Why? Why did shockwave transformations look so strange? Especially that last one. Alright. I did it correctly, according to the instruction sheet. Weird tank that would have fit better in War for Cybertron. That's alternate shockwave. It does have wheels on the bottom. 4 of them. So it does have wheels. They're just tiny. And, like, yeah, that does look like a Cybertronian tank, but his head just being there in the back. Alright, I'll admit this is better than the Earthspark Shockwave by a mile. It actually looks like an alien tank. It looks vaguely like the Wraith from Halo. It's alright. It's definitely a way better alt mode than whatever that Earthspark Shockwave was. Actually, do I still have that one in here? Hang on a minute. Actually, where is he? Where's the other Shockwave? There he is. Found him. I found the Earthspark Shockwave. Yeah. This is a hell of a lot better than this little doohickey of a Shockwave figure. I don't know if you could tell, but I like Shockwave. He's one of my favorite Decepticons. But this is actually a really good tank mode. Like taking away how funny it looks, like that's a legitimately good tank mode for a Transformer. I like it. It's really silly, but it looks good at least. His head isn't super obvious, so it's fine. But this is a really decent tank mode. And you can rotate the cannon still. It's just on a single straight peg, so that's fine. Yeah, no, this is a decent little Shockwave figure. Yeah, he's good. He's good. I'm gonna be honest, that transformation's a lot cooler than I was expecting it to be. But yeah, that's actually a much better transformation than I was expecting it to have been. The bottom is a little kibbly with his chest and his chest down here. That's his back, I mean. But yeah, no, that's a lot better than I was expecting it to look. It looks like a creepy alien tank, which is what it's supposed to be. Yeah, I'm going to be honest, this Shockwave gets a 10 out of 10 for actually being legitimately good. Not bad. I dig it. Okay, yeah. 10 out of 10. Being completely serious, like robot mode and vehicle mode, really good. Yeah, he's good. He's actually really good. Anyways, 10 out of 10, being completely honest. Anyways, pick him up if you can find him. I might drop a Big Bad Toy Store link in the description below, but that depends if I can find a link for him. Anyways, I hope y'all are having a good one. I'm out. Peace. With my dusty ass mirror.